Alright there guys, thanks for tuning in again. I'm going to drop in a couple pictures as I chat here. This is my first attempt at a Swiss Army knife scale. This is using a product called brown Malle Burl, I believe. Let's see if I can zoom out here. I got this chunk of brown Malle Burr from a friend of mine who used to do knife scales and wood hybrid things for all different kind of stuff. A long time ago I made a set of the purple knife scales on my channel. I've also done a couple, I've actually done lots of different sets of knife scales. And I had this other piece, this blue stuff back in here, this epoxy resin swirled that I think this was probably 2 or 3 years ago. I made little knife scales for this little Damascus little fruit knife thing that is my daughter's. But for this project, I had a couple of these Swiss Army knives lying around, and I have this buddy, and we go back and forth every one of our birthday parties. We or birthdays, excuse me, not parties always, but every one of our birthdays, we give each other knives. And I had these lying around in a Ziploc bag in my knife drawer, and they were falling apart. They were broken. I only had one set of tweezers and one toothpick left out of all 3 of those sets. So I broke them all apart, and I went down the rabbit hole of looking at custom SAKs, or also known as Swiss Army knives. There's some amazing makers out there. I was really a big fan. I can't remember his name right now off the top of my head. Fit to Survive, maybe, I believe, is YouTube channel, where he makes custom Swiss Army knives with different parts. The scale options out there are incredible. Titanium stuff, micarta stuff is blowing up. And so this is my same buddy who introduced me to the NAFS knives. He gifted me a Lander 2. I went on to purchase my own NAFs and the flannel G10 scales that go with that, and I'm not sure if I did a video on it or not. But I wanted to show you just this quick. Again, this is my first attempt. It's a little bit thicker, but I like it that way. And again, this is a brown Malle Burl. I believe that's how you pronounce it. M-O-L-L. Oh, sorry, Malle. M-A-L-L-E. And so, I'm going to show you guys this. Hope the lighting is good enough and the focus on this little DJI is nice enough. But I wanted to show you guys this, and bring you along with the boiled linseed oil I'm going to put on it, and show you what the final product's going to look like. And I thought this was a little bit interesting too. I picked this one out of the 3. One, because the other 2 had the little keyring spot, and I didn't really want to work around that when carving and crafting these and my sanders and hand sanding and stuff. The other one, the other reason I thought this was more unique, and these all say Victorinox on them, but the other 2 have the flathead screwdriver, and I really don't know much about the history. There's the Victorinox down in there. The history and why these things are different, but this file, fingernail file, is actually pointed, and the other 2 again have the key rings and have the flathead screwdriver. So I thought this one was just a little bit more unique than the other 2, so that's why I went with this one. I did end up fitting the toothpick and the tweezers inside there. They're a little hard to get to, but I didn't want them popping out, and so you can still access them. So, if you give me 1 second here, got my boiled linseed oil. And this boiled linseed oil, I got from a garage sale, and it is antique. Easy boiled linseed oil, and it is crusty on the top, and it's been part of my woodworking stuff for a long time. Let's see here. Alright, so here we go. Get this. That is pretty. And with this soaking, I'll probably do a couple coats of this, and then I'll clean the knife up, and I'll do the sharpening of the blade last. But I don't know if you see this ahead of time, buddy. Happy birthday. This took actually quite a few hours to get this. Man, that is pretty. Oh, and I probably should note, not that it really will matter to any of you guys, but I did seal the back of this these scales with a super glue, so it is fully sealed up on the back side. Slippery. Stop myself. That is pretty. So I'm going to get another paper towel here quick. Wipe off my hands, and I'm just going to hold it here. Really slippery. Alright, just set that aside and I'll wipe it off a little bit. Alright, let's take you outside quick and see if I can. Alright, so this is with the natural light. It snowed outside. It's super whitewashed out in the back because of the snow. I think this turned out really great, and now I'm kind of addicted to making knife scales for Swiss Army knives.